Hey guys, Ponosaurus here, bringing you another StarCraft 2 commentary. Today we have a PvT here on Metalopolis. It's a BattleNet match that I got off SC2 rep between off the Korean BattleNet, and it's between this guy here. I can't obviously I don't read Korean, but I looked it up on a couple different sites and I found a few different translations. One of them was innocent, one of them was good Korean, South Korean people. So I'm not really sure what it comes out to, but if any of you do speak Korean, you can post it in the comments and I'll throw it up on the video. So that's who we have here, spawning in the top position, and here in the right hand position, like I said, close by air, is going to be SeedSG, the Protoss player. And I'm not sure if this is the same Seed who's on IM or if it's someone else. If it is the Seed from IM though, he's really good, and he showed us in the team league last month actually that he played amazingly well. So hopefully it is him, and we'll be able to see a really cool game. And even if it's not, you know, hopefully we'll be seeing a really good game today. So that's basically that. I took your suggestions. You guys told me to cover the replay bar, so I've popped that down here. And beyond that, I'm going to try and do a little more in-depth analysis this time of the game rather than just saying what's going on. I might not be able to do that. I'm not still super comfortable with the casting, but I'm going to try. So they're both scouting right now. As we can see, the Protoss going down to the close positions first. Same with the Terran. Pretty standard. Start with close positions, go all the way around. You want to start there, make sure they're not there, because you can vary your builds up a little bit depending. The Protoss player will maybe, if they're in close positions, chrono out a Zealot, but they're not, so we're probably not going to see that. And first gas down for Seed, and he's just sending his probes over there to get mining. And we also have gas over here, so not going to be seeing any super fast expansion builds from either of them. They're going to be starting on one base at least. And just got a first Marine coming out, so I don't think Seed's probe is going to be able to get in there. If Innocent, I'm going to call him Innocent, if he micros properly, I don't think that probe is going to be able to get in there, so let's just watch and see. And he's coming up now. And we have a tech lab going up for Terran right now, so we're probably going to see a concussive shells expand. Just one barracks right now, so that's really what that's telling me. And over here in the Protoss base, just the Cyber Core going up. He is getting a Zealot, so that's a choice. Some people won't get the Zealot, some people will. Got the probe sneaking around here, see if he's going to be able to make his way in. And there it is, concussive shells, and actually a Reaper coming out as well. That's interesting. When I do this build, I've played some Terran, played a little bit of all the races, and when I do this build, I usually go with Marauders, but, you know, my Terran's not that great, so it's probably making a better decision than me. The Reaper is good. It really lets you get in there and scout, and that's something that is important. Just got that SCV leaving the base now, and he's going to pop in with that Reaper in a minute and just keep up his scouting. Alright, and see the Zealot going down, and he's probably going to send the Stalker after that. Oh, or not. Some Protoss like to apply a little pressure with their first Stalker and Zealot. And here we've got the Command Center going down for Innocent. So, pretty quick expansion. Oh, and the probe actually managed to slip into the base here, and I'm pretty sure he saw that Command Center. Oh, he didn't actually. He didn't see the Command Center. And here we have the Reaper getting shooed away by the Stalker. So, what was he actually able to see? He saw the Cyber Core and the Gateway, so that's everything that's out right now. Alright, and second Stalker coming out. And looking like he's about to plant his expansion of his own. So he's maybe got an idea that Innocent's getting his own expansion up. Alright, so you see a second barracks coming up. Still just sitting on one gas for the Terran. And that's fine. I mean, until he gets that expansion down, he's not looking like he wants to tech. Maybe he might even add another barracks in. It's hard to say at this point. And there we do have the Protoss getting his expansion up. And that's good. I mean, Protoss usually ends up getting their expansion a little after the Terran, just because in the early stages of PvT, the Terran really dictates the flow of the game. And the Protoss is not able, generally, to put the expansion up first, because it can be really risky if the Terran decides to go 3 racks. You're going to have to cancel the Nexus, and I mean, that's obviously not great. Alright, and Robo coming up now. So now we're getting to start to see the tech of Seed. And I like this one gate right into Robo, and that's going to let him get a really quick observer out probably, and just get right over there and start scouting out what the Terran's doing. And I mean, the more information you have, you know, always the better. An engineering bay coming up, so probably going to start getting those upgrades going. He might get a missile turret down here in case he suspects some DTs might be coming in, and that's always a good idea. He's almost got stim finished now, and he's just getting that orbital landed at the natural. pretty much right at the same time as Protoss, actually. So they're going to be getting their expansions down right at about the same time. And, oh, he actually canceled. He had another gateway going up here. He canceled that. So, he's got a lot of gas banked up right now, so I don't know what he's looking to do, but hopefully something with that gas, because it's not good to have all that gas saved up. Oh, and there's a missile turret going up, just like I said. So this is a really good thing to do. For anyone out there, any Terran players against Protoss, it's a really good idea to get that missile turret up, because it's really annoying to have DTs just come in there and ruin your day, and, you know, nobody likes that. And he's getting an immortal first. Alright, now that's understandable, I guess. Terran's got stim, and so you don't want to be sitting here with 5 units in case some sort of stim push comes in, because these distances really are not that big, and that can get pretty scary. Factory just finishing up now for Innocent over here, and probably going to throw a starport down right after that. There it is. Getting the starport, getting a reactor, going to start double pumping medevacs. Pretty standard stuff. Both running off of 2 gases at the moment. Alright, and no further tech coming out for Seed yet. Oh, here we go. Plopping down a bunch more gateways. Got 4 more gateways coming up right now. So he's going to be doing a pretty gateway-centric build over here. And, I mean, not a lot of action this game. No one's really put any pressure on, anything like that. A couple more barracks going up here for Terran, so he's definitely getting into a pretty heavy bio play, getting that +1 going on for his infantry. And that's good. Got to get those upgrades going. He's salvaging his bunker, so maybe he's feeling safe. Maybe he wants to go on a little bit of a push. Maybe once he gets a couple medevacs out. Once you get a couple medevacs, you can definitely go out and do some good pushing. And we got this observer in here, just scouting everything. And is he going to see it? Now he can see it. Oh, and he doesn't get it. And that would have been really nice. But all right, Twilight Council's coming up now. So we're seeing quite a gateway-centric build. I'm not sure what he's going to go with this Twilight Council. Maybe Blink. He's coming up here just to make sure he doesn't get dropped. And oh, we have Terran taking a hidden 3rd base. And and a regular 3rd base is already up here for Seed. So Seed's base up quite a bit before the Terran. And he's starting to get his forge up. Going to be getting those upgrades going. Ooh. So I don't know if this is IM Seed here. IM Seed was pretty good, and he's got full Chrono sitting on that Nexus. Half on this Nexus. And straight into Templars. Alright, so now we're seeing what tech choice he's going for. So he's going for Templars, getting those 4th gases up. And maybe even going to take the 5th and 6th gas pretty soon, because Templars are pretty gas heavy. And Ghost Academy, perfect. So does Terran actually know about that? And he doesn't actually, so he's just getting a Ghost Academy, which is always a good move. You can EMP those sentries, and I mean, once the High Templar do come out, you gotta have the Ghosts, or you're just gonna get raffle stomped. Alright, ooh, just missed a drop. Sorry about that, guys. Dropped over here, almost got the pylon, he got shoot away, so that was actually really good placement there by Seed. Alright, and he's still just cranking out Immortals along with High Templar, and that's a pretty nice unit combination. Got a few sentries in there, lots of Stalkers. So I guess he's gonna, if we can get some nice force fields off with those Templar, they're just gonna wreak some pretty serious havoc. All right, and we have Innocent over here morphing his command center into an orbital, or into a planetary, sorry. And that's really good against Templar tech. Against Robo, not as much. If they start getting the Colossus out with the 9 range, the Colossus can really take down a planetary pretty easily. But against Templar, it's a little harder. You can storm the workers that are working trying to repair, but you have nothing that can outrange the planetary, so you're going to take some damage trying to get it down. And let's have a look at the army counts right now. Foods are dead even, and oh, here we have Terran going out for a little bit of a push. And how are those armies? So 17 Marauders, 18 Marines, and a couple Ghosts against 8 Stalkers, few Zealots, some Sentries, and some High Templar. So I'm really liking the Protoss' tech at this point. He's quite ahead on tech. These Templar are really gonna rip up that Gateway army, and Psystorm's just finishing up now. Probably gonna get that amulet started right away. And there it is. Alright, well that amulet, you know, once that gets finished, it gets pretty hard for Terran. And Terran's really, he's just got the +1 attack upgrade, getting +1 armor. Has Protoss started any of his own upgrades? He hasn't. Oh, he has. He's finished +1 attack. So actually they're even on upgrades right now. And Protoss' tech is just way ahead of the Terrans. We're going to have to see some money EMPs here if Terran hopes to really do any damage. And got a little scouting marine going in, just trying to see what he can see, finds some photon cannons, and that's pretty short life. And this is a really beautiful spread that Seed has right here. This is nice. I mean, the Terran really just can't attack into this, and here he is leaving. So he knows that. It's definitely not a good idea. And we have Terran's pulled ahead a little bit with his food, but that's kind of expected because he's running a low tier 1.5 army, and that's you're always going to have more food with that than this high-tech Templar Sentry Immortal army. But in terms of cost efficiency, I mean, this Protoss army is going to be really tough to handle. And Kydarian Amulet's just finishing up now, so now he can warp in those storms anywhere all over the map. I'd like to see him maybe get a proxy pylon up here, but this is really nice. Innocent is getting a supply depot up, and he's going to be able to see if anything tries to come up this ramp, so there's going to be no sneaky pylons coming in for storms from this high ground. I've seen some games where the Protoss gets some stuff up here, a Templar, maybe a couple Stalkers, and just starts storming this mineral line and just being really annoying, and it can be really hard for the Terran to mine there. And meanwhile, we've got a 4th base just starting up for our Terran, and maybe going to see a 4th base come up soon for Seed. There really has not been a lot of action in this game. Terran's getting close to maxing out. If you're looking at the income tab, they're pretty much dead even in Harvesters. Terran's got those mules, which he doesn't seem to be dropping right now, or his income should be a little ahead with those mules, so surprisingly he's not dropping those. And here Terran comes down for a push. Innocent just coming to see what he can do. He's got a Thor with them, and that's really nice. Have one Thor with your army just so you can break force fields, and it makes the sentries a lot less effective, and they are great units, really. Oh, and here he goes. He's stimming, and he's running up, and Protoss army, is he going to react in time? He's coming down. Oh, and they're doing a lot of damage. Is this Nexus going to go down? The Nexus is going to go down. He's not targeting it. And here we go. Nice storm. Oh, and he's not microing out of it very well. All right, well, those EMPs were not very good. He got some shields over here, but these warp in. Oh, beautiful EMP. There's one storm left. Oh, wow. And this MMM ball is just doing serious damage. Wow, that was a beautiful EMP right here. He knocked out all the energy on those Templar. Oh, and wow, is Seed going to be able to clean this up? This is very close right now. Those Archons doing tons of damage to those bio units. Oh, that Thor has just been tanking tons of damage. 9 kills on him. And that Nexus is definitely going down, and this does not look good for Protoss. He did not get good feedbacks off on those Ghosts, and they were really able to neutralize the High Templar. Oh, man. Oh, and there's a nice feedback, a nice storm, and now he's going to clean it up, but the damage has already been done. Terran's running on 4 bases. You can see his income, gas, and minerals much higher. And Blink just finishing up, and actually Colossus too. And this is nice, actually, because right now the Terran does not have any Vikings out, and it looks like he's not fully prepared for this transition. So if he gets range out and a couple more Colossus before that, oh, and a nice drop over here. All right, just killing a few things, microing nicely out of those storms. Ooh, and he's got to get out of there. He's going to lose this. Oh, warping in another storm. No, only Zealots, and he gets out of there without losing either of those medevacs. Wow, that was pretty good drop. And here he comes in the front again, killing the cannons. Oh, and this is not looking good for Protoss. He's got to get some really good storms off here. Oh, and that was not good enough. He only took 3 units down. 3 Thors here is going to be really tough to deal with. Zealots with charge, quite good against Thors, but I mean, it's just looking like it's too much. The Terran's economy is quite far ahead at this point, and oh wow, the Protoss's food is just down to almost nothing right now. And looks like we're probably going to be seeing a GG here pretty soon. I don't really see any way that Protoss can come back, but if there is anyone who can come back, it's Protoss with Kydarian Amulet, so we'll see. But as this natural Nexus goes down, he's starting to lose tech buildings, and that's it. Well, that's the end of the game. Not a lot of action that game. Really just came down to the one push over here. Terran just stimmed his army, ran right up here, got a couple beautiful EMPs off, took down those warping, and what really changed that battle is when Seed warped in those Templar and he EMP'd them before they even finished warping in, and that really just turned the game right there. And then switching over to mech, and that's something you got to do in the late game against Protoss as Terran. Too many Terrans, we see them just stick with Bio all game, and I mean Bio's great, it's really strong. I mean, you get the upgrades on them because they're pretty low on gas, but eventually once Storm comes out, they just get overrun, and I mean they're not good enough to take that on. But I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I know I'm sorry I missed a little drop over here. I missed a couple things, but overall I hope that was a little better than the last one, and I hope you guys enjoyed.